All right, guys, let's go and check out this compilation video. Here we go.
See, I'm about to go out and, you know, it's Saturday night. I'm feeling sexy. I'm feeling like I look good. My hair is freshly washed and pressed. But you ain't gonna believe this. Wait. You're not really finna believe this. Ain't nobody finna talk to me. I mean, like, not one man is gonna step to me and say, "What's good, ma?" Like, not one man is gonna have the gall to come push up on me and offer to buy me a drink. And you see, I don't understand why I be getting so fine, because who am I doing it for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it because I got a husband at home and I want him to think I look sexy, okay? So if you see me out and, you know, you feel like you're a good candidate for me, you know, like, and I would feel like you're a good candidate for me also, holler at me.
Nah, we're good. We're good, right? These boss babe, independent chicks.
I'm a PhD.
Right?
I'm a PhD.
Saying that they don't need a man. It's fascinating how the pendulum has swung when it comes to dating, right? These chicks are now boohoo whining and complaining about getting a hot meal and a drink, right? More and more men are waking up saying, nah, we're good, right? We don't want to deal with the self-entitled chick that is going to demand money and a hot meal. I mean, let's be honest too, right? Going to the club or the bar, chances are you're not gonna find anything of substance. Right? Like, you're not gonna find a wifey material chick at the club or the bar, right? 10 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, that's not the case. So what's the point?
So you married?
I'm going through a divorce.
What happened with that?
Basically, my husband stopped meeting my expectations.
What you mean?
So when I met him, when I met my husband, I told him what I expect from a man. The number one rule with being with me is you have to provide. I won't settle for anything less. So my husband ended up losing his job.
He had a job?
Yeah,
Where he worked
he
at?
had a job. He was a manager at a warehouse.
Put the mic in so these people can hear you. He was a manager at the warehouse?
He was a manager at a warehouse.
Okay.
So he ended up losing his job. He came home and he told me. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. So a month went by. And he looked for me to pay the bills.
Crazy.
Who paying what bills? So I was going to consider it if he gave me the money back for paying the bills. And he told me no. He felt like he shouldn't have to do that. What do you mean? When I told you, as a man, I expect you to provide. Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills as long as I got a husband. None. If you can, you can hear.
He probably happy you gone, though.
You know?
I'm sure he missed me.
Headache. That would be a headache for me. Like, I know I just lost my job. What if he lied? You know, niggas do that. Like, I just lost my job, baby, to test.
But
what is he doing now?
That's childish. Like, what you testing me for? That's childish.
I'm saying to see what I got. Now I see what I got.
If you asked me to be your wife, you knew what you had.
Nah, I ain't thinking I down lose my job from the warehouse and they gonna do that.
I mean, but you knew what it was.
So,
like, you knew what it was. I told you who I was from the beginning, and you still asked me to be your wife.
Oh, you told him that if he lose his job, you gonna throw it?
I didn't tell him that, but I told him, like, you are to provide, and I told him, baby, your money is my money, and my money is my money. And so he didn't have any more money, and that was a problem for me. I ain't gonna embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but he was a simp and I seen the opportunity and I took it.
Well, I'm saying what his qualities was.
Yo, this is crazy.
I mean, for one, he accepted the fact that I have 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids too?
I have 3 children.
And a nigga supposed to come with the bag?
They supposed to come. And that's why you have to have a bag.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta take care of me and my kids.
So, like, you automatically get these responsibilities?
Yes.
Stop playing.
I'm not playing.
How many niggas doing this?
Yeah, I made this up.
I have between 2 or 3.
I'm saying, how many have you ran into in life?
Okay, so let's say I run into 100 dudes. Probably about 4 of them.
Yeah, that's about the odds. I fuck with that now.
Probably about
That
4.
that.
You heard it yourself, right? She said the quiet part out loud. I found myself a simp, a sucker, a dude I can wrap around my finger. And when he no longer serves me, I'm gonna toss him to the bushes, right? I mean, that's what she's saying here. So I don't know if the signs were there. I would imagine so. I mean, she got 3 kids, right? Who knows? 3 different baby dads could be a possibility. I'm not too sure, but I mean, here's a prime example of why guys don't even want to be a stepfather, right? Could you imagine the amount of money, time, resources that he pumped into those kids? The moment he loses his job, 1 month, she's already divorcing and taking off, talking about that you need to reimburse me for the 1 month, or yo, this is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But let's keep going.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's so that kind of sound like you are delusional. You just catching, it's just a sucker born every day.
Basically.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying, a nigga that's, so you ain't never caught no nigga that's worth something doing that though. Am I kidding?
I probably have once. See, the way this game work is you have to get with a man who ain't used to dating bad women. A man who don't get women that look like me on a regular.
Right? She thinks that she's bad. Single mother with 3 kids. I'm a bad bee. I'm a bad bee. It almost seems like she lost respect for him even more at the fact that he took on that responsibility. He signed up to be a single father or to be a father of 3 kids. And instead of being grateful for a man to step in, it almost seems like she lost respect for him, right? Because how are you going on a podcast talking down to a man that took on that response? That's crazy work right there. It really is. But let me know what you guys think.
There used to be more modest women than 304s at one point in time, in case y'all didn't know, right? That was a thing. The fact that women are fighting to not be modest says a lot about that woman, in case y'all didn't know that. And this question is, what's my obsession with women, all women being modest? My obsession is children having positive representation. My obsession is the community. My obsession is changing the narrative of Black women. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What should I be obsessed with? Women being naked? Should I be obsessed with women exposing their bodies in public and on social media? Should I be obsessed with that? Modesty is a form of protection, in case I didn't know this. A woman fighting to not be modest, that's a problem. That's a problem.
They're not going to like that. They're not, because you're basically holding their feet to the fire and saying that they have to do some work, right? You got to do some self-reflecting and stop dressing like a 304, okay? Shake the heathenism and any 304 demons up out of you, right? The fact that these chicks are following Cardi B, Sexy Red, Sweetie, twerking their kneecaps off on social media, and really participating in degenerate behavior. Yeah, once you start to challenge that, you won't get a whole lot of backlash. And she does all the time on TikTok. You know, shout outs to her for being fearless and speaking up about it. But you know, the ones that are gonna get it, they're gonna get it, right? They're gonna get it. The ones that actually get it and understand that you're gonna have to present yourself a certain way in order to get the outcome that you want. And ultimately, you know, hey, if you want to get married or find a significant other, here are the things that you need to do in order to get what you want out of life, right? Because a lot of these chicks that are over-sexualizing themselves, a lot of them are single, right? They're single, jumping from dude to dude, no ring in sight, no husband in sight, but they got a whole lot of options in regards to dudes clapping cheeks, right? So these chicks don't understand that their superpower is their femininity, okay? Being feminine, fit, feminine, and friendly, more often than not, is going to secure or give you a better possibility to ultimately find a significant other. But, you know, like I said, the chicks that are going to get it are going to get it. So shout outs to her. Let's keep going.
Have y'all ever noticed that a guy can decline an invitation of going out because his girlfriend won't let him, and then everyone understands? But the second a girl declines an invitation because her man won't let her go out, everyone gets concerned. I feel like that doesn't make sense.
My blood loose tonight and I need my wax done. And now you're telling me that you can't do my wax because of a funky issue.
I'm actually a CNA as well, and that is not just an odor. That's actually an infection.
Excuse me?
That's an infection.
I told you I just went to the gym.
It's a very uncomfortable conversation for me. I'm not your primary
You
care.
don't go to the gym. I can tell by your body type.
Excuse me,
haven't
I
seen
am not
gym.
going to accept insults from you.
So you're telling me that you went to the wax tech with a funky odor, okay, spilling dumpster juice everywhere. Why are you recording this? Why did you post this? We need to bring back shame in 2025. I really do, but let's keep going.
You couldn't waterboard that information out of me. The way I would have prayed that the ground would open up and swallow me whole before I jumped on the World Wide Web to tell everybody that my hoo-ha was questionable? No, ma'am. People are so interested in trying to get a viral moment that you don't realize the person that you're shaming may actually be you. Instead of you doing what most people would do, which is hang their head in shame, gather up their things and whatever dignity they still have on that table and scurry out of there. She handled you with all the professionalism that she possibly could muster up, but you can't force her to work on you when she told you she's uncomfortable. She wasn't being rude, you were being rude for pulling out your camera and trying to intimidate her. She was actually being a girl's girl and giving you the heads up that you may have an active infection rather than you saying, you know what, you're a nurse, let me look into that. You'd rather say, I don't care what's going on, just do my wax. She does this for a living, so I know she's handled different scents before, but there is a reason why she's rejecting you. I'm sure she would have given you a full refund, so it's not about the money. Maybe there's some truth to what she's saying. Have you ever considered that?
Okay, so I was just thinking about this, and let me know what y'all think. But there has been times where I will be talking to a man, and I won't be feeling it, and people will be like, why? And I'll be like, he's just too nice. And people will look at me like I'm stupid. They'll be like, what do you mean he's too nice? Like, you want somebody mean? And I figured it out. It's not that I want somebody mean. It's just what I'm looking for in a man is masculine energy that is dominant over my masculine energy so it can bring out my feminine energy. Does that make sense? Huh? Like, if I feel like I have more masculine energy than you do, then I feel like you can't really be dominant over me and I can't be submissive and my feminine energy can't come out. Does that make sense? Because it makes sense to me.
God have mercy upon us.
2 words, emotional damage. She is operating from a damaged state.
If I can't have my own thing, like I absolutely love being a forensic scientist, I'm not gonna quit.
I'm not coming second to nothing.
Oh, you're not gonna come second?
Yeah, I'm coming second to forensic science.
No, you're not gonna come second.
That's coming second.
No,
how is that not? How was a man not coming second to forensic science? If you're saying I'm not gonna quit,
then no.
Then I'm coming second.
No, it's not gonna. Yeah, that's a no for me.
Then you should have the same type of energy when you say I'm not gonna break up with this man. I'm not gonna leave. You see how you say I'm not gonna quit this job?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
A lot of times women have more loyalty and more respect for their job and their bosses than they actually have for the man at home. And quite frankly, it's despicable to us because it's like I would put my life on the line for you. I would literally die for you. If somebody was to walk in this door, I would lay my life on the line, and you would respect your job that wants to put you in a hamster wheel of a job that wants you to work 40 hours a week for 40 years for roughly $40,000 so they can retire broke. And this man at home is willing to provide the same thing that job can provide, and you're not going to quit that job, but you'll quit this relationship. Do you see where that
I absolutely feel you.
He's not going to stop and wait for you to figure out if you want to hold on to this job. Fuck that job, baby. We got businesses to open up, and we can't pass that job down to our children. Our daughter is not going to be able to say, oh, I just picked up mom's forensic science degree and I'm about to do it.
All right, guys, so there you have it. Okay, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Same old, same old. These chicks are going to value their degree and career over a man, okay, because you heard the conviction that she had for her profession. The moment a man was talked about, she was kind of wishy-washy when it came to her response. Okay, so you already know what time it is when it comes to these model women. They value their degree and money over a family and a man. I'm just saying. So just let them talk, right? Just let them talk. They will tell you exactly who they are. Okay, and this is why it's so important to read the signs as a man to determine who you're dealing with. Okay, don't worry about the pretty face. Don't worry about the good body. If she's a 9 or a 10 out of 10, that don't even really matter, right? I'd rather take a chick that's a 5 out of 10, a 6 out of 10 with a great personality and a gym membership. I'm just saying. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback. And until next time.